Well, hello OJ. So this week it's looking here out the window. It's raining. It's cold. It's just no good at all. Can't go out. Can't fish. Can't do anything like that. So looks like I'm going to do another DIY video. Last week I told you about how we could. I had an idea about not eating cold lunches on the kayak. So I think I came up with a plan, and let's put that together this week. Hopefully next week it's supposed to warm up, no rain, maybe the fish will be biting, we can go out and be out on the kayak again. So until then, like I said, I've got a truck camping galley. So so this week, the DIY that I've put together is a truck camping galley. So let's just say that you're going to stay at a state park or something of that nature, tent camp out of the back of your truck. I know a lot of people on tournaments actually like just sleep in their truck. So this is a nice small galley that we can put together and be able to have warm meals or do catch and cook that way. So stay tuned. Welcome to Outdoor Journeys, and let's put this together. See you soon. So, all right, OJ, so first things first, I think you remember this. This was the bigger of the battery box that we used. It's just a range box. Let's get this sticker here out of here. Just a range box, nothing special, but everything in your galley will fit right in here. So, let's start. So first things first, let's talk about what to cook in before we talk about what to cook on. So what to cook in, I've got two things. This is what I've had before. Nothing fancy. It's just a nesting. It's a nesting pot and pan that I'm breaking obviously here. So just comes in a little case here. I need to, it locks in place here. So if we just push these in, handle comes out. I need to fix the gasket that I obviously am trying to break here. So let's stick the gasket here back on. And this is what I used in the past when I would truck camp, that I'm obviously breaking here. Come on, get in there. There we go. Well, mostly roll back in. All right. So what comes in this is you have a lid. You have one bowl with a lid. I've used these as small plates before. Another bowl with a lid. And then it comes with two sporks. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go through weights or anything of that nature, because this is not meant to be put in your backpack, carried. I mean, it can be, don't get me wrong, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of the video is to get everything to fit in this box right here. And then within this box, we can either go in the kayak for a day pack or truck pack. So a lot of places where I fish, I can go off, paddle to the shore, pull this right off, and either cook my lunch on a picnic table or a fire grill or things of that nature. So which later on in this video we will do. So let's see here. Can you see me now? So which we'll do. So let's go through, that's this one, and then it all nests together nice and neat with this. I did get some extra things, so I bought this on Amazon. This is one that I saw a review on. I actually have not even opened it yet, so we're going to see at the same time. But what I've done is this, as you can see, I've already used it. It's got fingers all nice and black and everything. It can only really heat water. We can do the same thing with this one, and also catch and cook fish, crappie, anything of that nature on here. Plus, it's got a great way to make coffee, which I don't know if you can see, but right over here, I've got a whole meal waiting. We'll go out to the lake and test it in the rain. Yeah, the rain. So, let's move this out of the way. We've got a pot lid. I know what this is for. So this comes actually with a kettle. So kettle lid. These are the bowls that it comes with. The 3 bowls. Not really looking to use those. I do have bowls in that in this kit right here. So not really looking to use these. I'll put these aside. Open her all the way up here. I have a metal, maybe if I can open this up. And for this cooking set, I did get it on Amazon. I will link the description into the, I will link the purchase into the description down below. So it comes with a locking, you can pull this down, metal one. Now this has non-stick on it, so I don't think cooking with this is a good idea. But, oops, pushed too hard. But it folds up, fits nicely. Eating with this would be fine. I can cook with these plastic ones. I've done it before. They don't melt, even in boiling water. I'm sure if you get them too close to the fire, they'll melt, but not in boiling water. Moving on with here. Okay, so spork. This is what they call a rice spoon. But some of the videos that I've seen with these when I was researching this works really, really well to be able to cook within it, and it nests inside. Not that this is the only thing you can use, but it comes with it a nice plus. Get something over here to put all these little scraps in. We don't want to dirty up the clubhouse here. Sponge, good for cleaning. This I know was a ladle, and some of the things I've seen is, do we really need a ladle? I mean, the ladle's a little, yeah, I'm not thinking this is going to be needed. We're going to put this over here with the bowls. But watch me the first time that I actually use this. I'll wish I had it. But we'll see. One of the coolest things that I think this came with here is a nesting pot. So now I like coffee and tea. So I was telling you this before. There is a nice little nesting pot. It's all nice in here. Coffee and tea. Hot water. Love that. Comes with another spork. Let's see if I can get this spork off even without ripping everything to shreds here. So, secondary metal spork, again, non-stick, so we don't want to have to use the spork inside here, but good to eat with. So, secondary spork. Nice big pot. So, this pot here, I can use, this pot here I can use for water. I can put a can of soup in there. Anything that I want on the day pack, I think that'll work out very, very well. So here's another Another good piece here. These handles come out. I can hold it over the fire. I'm really liking that. And then for catch and cook, coffee fillets. Eggs in the morning. Again, a nice piece of redfish whenever I go down to the coast. Crappie fillet, flounder, trout. Be able to cook anything here. Nice pot. Again, so now I've taken this stuff out. They nest. So, hold on. And like so. These go around it. And these go in the pot. This goes on. I would grab a rubber band, or when you see it, strap up. There is all of my cooking necessities. You may have said you forgot about this. Goes in there. With the box, I cannot fit both these in here, so I'd have to make a decision and pack for what I need. If I'm just doing a heat up water mill, probably take this one with me, take the guts out. Otherwise, I would take this one here with me, boil water. One thing to note, this lid really doesn't fit this that well. I don't think it was made to, but fits the pot. All right. So, next step. Got a large spoon, titanium spoon, but it's lightweight. This is to eat meals that would heat up, like we were talking about on the kayak, like this right here. So, oh, I'm sorry, there's a glare. So I got the chili mac with beef, dehydrated meal. Again, this could fit down inside here, and we're going to nest that all together in just a moment. But when you cut the top of this off, fill this with water. It's 2.5 servings. That's one real serving, to be honest with you. I can use the spoon and get down in there. So, large spoon. Put this back down here. And it comes with a case not to scratch anything. Again, can't really cook with that, but it's a, you just could cook, you just don't want to scratch the non-stick. Okay, so large spoon. Next is what to cook with. So I got this at Bass Pro or Academy. I'm sorry, Bass Pro or Cabela's. This is your entire stove right here. I have some pictures of where I've used this last time I can show you. I've put hot dogs on it, street tacos on here, bowl of water, using this one right here. Fits on top of here. It is a little bit heavy, just so you know. I probably maybe 1.5 pounds, but it all fits here. The goal of this is it can slide right in here. It's your whole stove. So inside the case, now again, this isn't brand new. I've used this before, so it's going to be a little charred. Take all the pieces out. Nice little carrying case. And so all the pieces lined out here. So here's your entire stove. So you have 3 sides that look a lot like this. You can see here that they clip together. You have your front side. This is at the front. Sticks go in here, and be able to burn. And as you can see, I've used it. And then you have the bottom right here. The only reason why you see this looking the way that it does here, this guy here, didn't pull the plastic wrapper off the back before they used it. Pulled it off all the other ones, didn't notice there was one on the bottom, and I burnt the plastic protective thing onto the bottom. Again, doesn't matter because that's the inside. So how you start this, it has the instructions in the pack, but I didn't need to keep them. You can see here the clear side, the bezel side goes out. So you have 3 pieces. Slides in like so. Here you have the back that slides in, and the bottom slides down in, just like so. All right, make sure you can see here. Then you have another side, slides in, just like so. Locks in. This one's always a little tricky. I put one side in, and then I kind of gotta bend it. Come on, baby, and pops right in. If you do notice, there are tabs. There are tabs here on all 3 sides, but there's not one in the front where the door is, so that's what allows you to slide it in. Then you have these 2 pieces here. I mean, you could use it just like that if you wanted to, not a problem, but you do have these 2 pieces here. I've done them like so, and then I was able to stick hot dogs across the top and char them up. You can stick them together like this. And it fits right on top if you have a smaller cup that you want to put there, or keeps things from falling in that you need. So it looks something kind of like that. It's called an Ember kit. Let's see if I can get a... Sorry, I'm actually using another monitor to be able to see what I'm doing here. It's an Ember kit is what this is called. So now, with this, again, flames and sticks go through, and there's your pot, your boiling hot water. What I'm looking forward to is eggs, redfish, held catfish, crappie, and I am now cooking over an open flame here, just like so, and I'm cooking like a catch and cook. Sorry, a catch and cook. So, love this concept, love this idea. Nice, beautiful thing. So, now I'm going to put this away. I'm going to nest everything up and let's put it together. So I'll be back to you shortly. Alright, so I'm here at an urgent care. I was working on some kindling for the project we were on, and a hatchet slipped. I cut my finger pretty good. I was able to wrap it in bandage, stop the bleeding, but now they say I need a 16 stitches and a tetanus shot. So we'll finish the project right after I get done here, and things happen. So stay tuned. We'll finish it. See you in a bit. Well, you kind of saw what happened. Let's see if you can see that. Sorry, I'm looking at the monitor over here. So, was working on some kindling here to be able to put together the stove. It's been raining, it's wet, everything outside has pretty much been wet. So unfortunately, there's not much I could burn. So I was putting together a kindling pack here with some wood and some things of that nature. And, well, the axe or the hatchet, which is going in the box, the hatchet slipped, cut the whole knuckle and down to almost my fingernail, folded it all the way back, had to go get 5 stitches, and we're back to building. So I just want to take a quick second to talk about safety, first aid, whether you're hiking, you're camping, you're boating, kayaking, doesn't matter. Whether you take a medicine bottle, a film bottle, any kind of small thing, and just put some essentials in there, matches, bandages, some gauze, some tape, stop bleeds, maybe some insects. I mean, there's a bunch of things you can do. There's small things you can buy that's already prepackaged, but it's a must-have. I mean, if I was doing the exact same thing and I was out on the water and this is what I was doing, you know, a good 45-minute, an hour paddle out on the lake, do this out on the bank, cut my finger. I do have a first aid kit on my kayak. I could have wrapped it in bandages and things of that nature. If you notice the pictures that I showed you in the little montage, when I got to the ER, it had already stopped bleeding because holding pressure, having it wrapped up, holding the pressure, stopped the bleeding and held it together. Standard first aid stuff. So I would have been able to paddle back and be able to make it to a emergency room or urgent care or something that way and get all patched up just like I did now. It's just very important. So we'll continue on with this video. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to show you the cooking process. Hopefully I can do that next week. But we'll package it up and everything. But I just want to take a second out of with this and the injury and everything that happened with me and explain how important first aid and a first aid kit really is. If it's not there to help save you or protect you or whatever, bandage you up, it's very possible that it's there to help bandage someone else up that's there. So again, just very, very important. So let me reset up here, and we'll get back to putting together this truck galley. So hold on a minute. We'll be right there. All right, guys. So let's pack this up. Now, everything that I have here is not going to be able to fit into the kit at one time. So I will show you a couple of different ways that I'll be adjusting this. One of them is this pot here. Will probably be what I go when I'm just going on a day trip, because all I really need to do is cook water. If I was going to do a catch and cook fish, I could put them in the bottom, put some water in it, make some fish stew or something of that nature. So that's what I'll be doing here. When I go on my actual multiple night thing, this is the skillet and the pot and the kettle and everything. This will be what I'd be using for that piece. So we'll show both ways of getting everything piled up and taken care of. So one thing that I will go through now is the food pieces that I'm trying to put in here. So let's grab some things from here. So the culprit for the axe, the hatchet, does have a fire stick or a sparker on here. Something that I want to make sure goes in here, and for nothing more than the fact of I can be able to break up some small limbs and use in the stove here. So again, something I want to put in there. I've got matches. These are what I use most of the time. It's a full box of regular matches. Again, this is waterproof, so I don't really have to worry about it getting wet. The other thing that I'll do is I did order a sealed package of strike waterproof matches. And we'll put the waterproof matches in there, in here as well. The only thing is they didn't get delivered in time. They were on back order or something from Amazon. I'm sure everyone figured that happens from time to time, but those will be for wet days. Another thing will go in here is a lighter. I just don't have one with me right now, but we'll put a lighter in here to help light things as well. Food pieces, as I showed you earlier, there's plenty of these types of flavors. It's chili mac with beef. It's a lot here. It says tear open at the notch and discard the oxygen absorber. Carefully add 2 cups of boiling water. Stir carefully and close the zipper. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little, yeah, it looks like you can see that, a little zipper here. Let stand 8 to 9 minutes, stir and enjoy right out of the pouch. So, and again, this is the long spoon here to be able to eat this. Oh, you can't even see that. Long spoons to be able to eat this out of here. So, now these things, if I was going on a day trip, let's pack a day trip real quick. So, I don't have it in here, but I use it inside the house, and I'm going to get another one. I just couldn't find it at the store that I actually went to. But I've got packets here of hazelnut coffee, instant coffee. Now, is instant coffee the best coffee in the world? By all means, no. Is instant coffee good coffee whenever you're in the middle of nowhere? It's better than no coffee at all. So, instant coffee here. Inside, we use liquid stevia sugar. I got a little canister. It fits about the same size as this box. Tall, just a round little cylinder piece. That, and then the non-stay cool drops of cream, because I like sugar and cream in my coffee. All this would fit in here, and we can nest it. Still get dirty. Nest it inside here. So there's that. Now, when I take trips, longer trips, there's a couple of essentials that you really, really need. So these over here. Some of those essentials. So instead of cooking with butter, extra virgin olive oil. Does not have to be cooled. Inside we either use this or we use coconut oil. We can do eggs. We can do fish. We can do anything that would take butter or any kind of thing to fry or bake or anything of that nature. Right here. Fits right in the box. If I don't break things. The next thing is, you could pick this up. This is like $7, and it is all kinds of spice. So I'm just trying to look here. So there's curry, paprika, salt, black pepper, garlic salt, cayenne, very important, and we're back to the curry. The cool thing about these is once you open this and open these tops, you can actually refill what's in here. As you can see, it's just a divided thing here on the bottom. You can refill these, and by refilling them, this canister stays, as well as if you find one of these you probably don't want, maybe the curry you don't need, you can empty those out and put something else you may need in there. And then, last but not least, the one thing that we are actually cooking most of is going to be fish, and obviously fish, maybe some bacon or something. Not a big bacon fan myself. I know. Don't add comments to the bottom about my bacon and not liking bacon. Really don't care for bacon or pork unless it's been cooked for hours upon hours upon hours, low and slow. Texas barbecue. But Old Bay. I found this here at an Old Bay, at a supermarket. They had a bunch of different sizes. This is a 2-ounce size of Old Bay. I think it was like $3. Again, we can refill this as needed, and it fits nice and small in here. All these can be refilled, reused, repackaged. So let's do a couple different ways of getting this all set up. Okay, first things first, let's set this up for a day trip or a day pack. So for a day pack, we'll be using this here. I should put this back in here, keeps things nice, neat, tidy, and clean. Come on, play nice with me today. Nice and snug. Cooking utensils right in the side. With that, it can go right in. So now the day pack, nice to have coffee, and I can actually fold up and set a meal in here. Almost forgot. You're going to need the oven, our stove, and our spoon. So it all goes nice in. See, can you see that? See how it all fits nicely in there? It all fits in. And now this is ready to go on the kayak. I know I promised in the last video, warm way to eat food, hot meals in the kayak. Basically what you would do is you would go off the water at a picnic table, you know, or the rocks, the shore, something of that nature. Boil your water, put your water into your bag, seal your bag up, get back on the kayak, and then you can eat this meal here while on the kayak. A hot meal on the kayak. Promised it. So, next thing is we're going to go on a multi-day. So this could be a car. Now granted, I know I'm using a whole box of this. More than likely what I would do with this, we're going to move this away, and we can even nest more of this into here. So in here we've got all of our cooking, cleaning supplies, things of that nature in there. But that doesn't mean we don't open these up. Because once we get, my plan is that this won't be used. That smells good. My plan is this will not be used out on the water when I take those trips. What I more than likely do is some of these can go into this one, but we can all fit it in here, but I would day pack this and this into the kayak. This would stay in here, and I would be able to keep this at camp all nice and dry. So this slides in, right? Wood. I'm going to put that in a different direction. Our spoon. Cooking spoons. Right? We need our stove. There's a lot of space still in here. My plan is if we get this just right, this should fit right up in that cavity right there. So, Old Bay, multi-seasonings, matches, and I have room for my fire matches, and we have some room for a couple other things. But this now is our truck camping container. So this now allows us to, everything that we would need, minus the Frank's Red Hot, gotta have that for fish. This is everything that we need to be able to cook, other than fuel for the fire, which is wood, branches, sticks. I mean, if you go online to it, it says it's twigs and things of that nature. I've used this. If you just go and get a handful of twigs and start feeding them in there, burns nice hot boiling water in 3-4 minutes. So, but this would be everything we would need to cook fish while we're there. I know what you're saying. You're saying you don't have a knife in here. You have the axe, but not a knife. The knife either lives on the kayak, or I carry a knife on my life jacket. So that's what we'd use for that for knife. All locked up, and there you go. This is ready to do a truck camp galley. Everything you need. Right here, minus the food itself, but nice and small. I mean, I guess you could even use something like this as an emergency in your car, a bug out type thing. So, all right here. So, I know this video is a little bit longer than what I'm used to doing, but well, it's a lot longer for me. I guess you could literally say I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this for you. So next weekend, hopefully it's going to be a little bit warmer. Next week I'll be able to get back out on the lake. This isn't going to stop me getting on the lake, I promise you. So hopefully we can get back on the lake if the weather holds up. It looks like it's going to be about 55, 60 degrees is what the 5 days forecast looks like out there. And I'll be able to get out on the lake. I bought some Guggen baits, so we can put those to the test, see how that works out on a pressured lake. Not exactly holding my breath, not because of the baits, because it's still cold. Water temperatures in the reports that came out yesterday was roughly 47, 48, 49 degrees, and we're looking for 52 to 54 to have pre-spawn start, so we're still a couple weeks away. If you ask me, people in Texas here, the outdoorsmen, fishermen, things of that, we're all waiting for early March. That's when we're actually going to be able to get quality fishing out of the water temperature and out of the lakes and reservoirs here. So with that, remember, it's not about pulling the trigger. It's not about setting the hook. It's about the journey that it takes to get there. See you next week. Have a good one.